Our topic is called as singly/doubly beam investigation. So, ibig sabihin po, pag tinawag na investigation, baliktad. Bibigyan po tayo ng number of bars. For example, 2 sa taas, sa ilalim is 4 or 6. Then, within that bars and within that dimensions na ibibigay, ano po yung capacity ng ating beam. So, baliktad. 'Di ba? Kapag investigation, binigyan tayo ng design, ano yung capacity nito? Pero kapag tawag dyan, design, no? Singly or doubly beam design, bibigyan tayo ng moment, ano yung dapat na number of rebars na kailangan. So, parang binaliktad lang. So, syempre, kasi binaliktad lang, lahat ng concept natin sa singly and doubly, magagamit pa rin po natin sa investigation. So as you can see in our figure, same pa rin po. Meron lang po tayong mga dapat tandaan in our step-by-step procedure. So for example, ayan, binigay yung ating number of bars. Hahanapin po natin yung MN or MU. 'Diba? Ito po yung step-by-step procedure natin. So for example, investigation of rectangular beam sections. First thing is to equate our C to our T. 'Diba? Kasi hindi pa natin alam kung singly ba siya or doubly. So assume tayo, dito po muna tayo na figure C equals T. So, C po natin is 0.85 FC prime times A times B. T po natin is AS times FY. Pero, syempre, hindi po natin alam kung still yields or still does not yield. Hindi po siya automatic FY. FS pa po siya. Kukunin pa po natin kung still yields ba or still does not yield. Ano ba yung tinatawag natin na still yields or still does not yield? I-check po natin, class, kung yung based ba sa given natin, no? Maa-attain ba ni bakal yung maximum niya na strength? Kumbaga na-maximize ba? So kung na-maximize, ibig sabihin lumampas or sumakto kay FY yung ating gagamitin na strength. That's why still yields. Ibig sabihin, lumampas or sakto sa ating FY. Kapag naman still does not yield, ibig sabihin yung kinikerry ng ating beam is hindi masyadong malaki, kumbaga. So, hindi lumampas or sumakto sa ating FY. That's why FS siya. So, again, I think you don't need to memorize yung C tsaka T yung i-memorize mo. Then, ang gawin mo lang is to transfer or kumbaga gagamitan mo lang ng shift solve sa ating calculator. Same pa rin po, alpha is equivalent to beta 1 times C. So, ang pagkuha kay C is alpha or over beta 1. So, in this procedure po, makukuha natin si A or alpha and si C. Kasi gagamitin po natin siya sa next step which is kukunin natin si nominal flexural strength, si MN. Di ba, baliktad? No? Pabaliktad po tayo. Given po yung area ng steel. So, pabaliktad yung ating steps. So, MN is equivalent to, pwede natin gamitin na C, no? Multiplied by our lever arm, D minus A over 2. Pwede ding dito sa baba, T times D minus A over 2. So, same lang po yung lalabas na result dyan. Next, kapag makuha po natin si MN, syempre, MN multiply lang po natin kay phi, that is our MU. Diba? So, eto, sulat ko lang po. Etong formula na to, alam na natin. Galing lang po yan kay A is equivalent to beta 1 times C. Ito is our MU. That is phi over MN. So next, Ang problema, kung ano po yung gagamitin natin na rho and our epsilon. Diba? Yung strength natin and yung ating strain. So, syempre, same pa din last time, no? Magka-partner po yan. Pag bibigyan po tayo ng epsilon na 0.005 or pag sinabi niyang maximum na strength, that is 0.05 or 0.9 sa phi. The next, kapag bibigyan po tayo ng epsilon na 0.002, yung phi po natin is 0.65. So sabi po sa code, pwede po natin gamitan ng interpolation. Ibig sabihin yung pag-increase ni epsilon is linearly the same sa pag-increase ni phi. So yan po yung ibig sabihin ng diagram na to. So sa dito na part, that is compression controlled. Sa gitna niya is tinatawag na transition. Then pagsagad na 0.005, that is tension controlled. So, kumbaga, pwede naman din yan gamitan ng calculator, di ba? Naka-example na din tayo na binigyan tayo na epsilon na nasa gitna ni 0.002 and 0.005 last time. So, interpolation sa ating calculator. Okay, so ano pa yung dapat nating tandaan, no, before tayo mag-solve ng investigation? So, etong steps na po, or yung etong steps na to po is pwede ding ma-accomplish using these steps. So, ikaw bahala. Eto ba yung gagamitin mo na steps or eto? Yung steps naman nito is dumaan siya kay rho and kay Rn. And papunta kay MU. 'Di ba? Again, we have a lot of techniques na pwedeng gamitin. Ikaw bahala kung saan kahiyang. So, dito na technique, kukunin po muna natin si rho. Rho is AS over BD. Then, kukunin natin si Rn. Pwede tayong mag-shift solve, 'di ba? Rho is equivalent to 0.85 Fc prime over Fs times 1 minus 1 square root of 1 minus 2 Rn. So, pwede natin siyang i-substitute dito lahat. Then, shift solve, makukuha si Rn. Pag makuha na natin si Rn, pwede na din natin makuha si Mu, that is phi Rn BD squared. So, pabaliktad siya. So, take note lang po, eto, mga formulas natin. Rho balance. Ang formula ni rho balance is 0.85 Fc prime over Fy times beta 1 multiplied by 600 over 600 plus Fy dt over d. Kailan po ba siya gagamitin? Pag sinabi. Or we need to compare. Dapat po si rho actual is lesser than our rho balance para masabi nating tension control. Ano yung tension control? Ibig sabihin, yung ating Fs, diba, sa ating compression na side, that is equivalent to Fy. Diba? Ito, yung Fs natin last time sa doubly. Or yung Fs prime na tinatawag. And dito din sa baba. As you can see in our formula, imbis na Fy, Fs po. So we need to check muna. Pag hindi, yung Fs talaga na lalabas yung gagamitin. So, rho max for tension control, that is equivalent to 0.85 Fc prime over Fy times beta 1, 3 over 8 times dt over d. Pwede ding 0.003 plus epsilon y over 0.008 times rho b. Rho balance. So, yan po yung mga formulas na gagamitin natin. I think familiar naman din kayo kasi mostly na mga formulas na to is ginamit natin kay singly and doubly na design. Ayan, na-set up na po natin. I think we're ready for our first example. So, number 1, A reinforced concrete beam is 250 millimeter wide with an effective depth of 400 millimeter. Use Fc prime is equivalent to 21 megapascal and Fy is equivalent to 275 megapascal. The section is reinforced with apat na 25 mm bars. So clearly, this is investigation, as I said earlier, kasi binigyan tayo kaagad ng number of rebars sa tension side, saka sa ating compression side. So 400 yung ating effective depth. Base natin is 250. Then, hindi binigay, no? Pero, lagay natin 2 bars sa itaas. So, ito lang po yung binigay, 4 sa baba. So, number 1, calculate the balance steel ratio. So, pinapahanap lang po si raw balance or si raw B. Next is compute for the nominal flexural strength, that is our MN. Diba? Baliktad. Kanina, binibigay po siya si MU or MN. Kukunin natin yung number of bars. Ngayon, number of bars ang binigay, pabaliktad po tayo, MN or MU yung hahanapin. Number 3, calculate the flexural strength of the section based on 2010, same lang po kay 2015, NSCP. So yung hinahanap dito is si MU. Number 4, calculate the safe service live load moment if the total service dead load moment is 96. Assume that the basic dead load plus live load combination is of 2010 or 2015, same lang yan, na NSCP governs. So yung hinahanap po dito is live load. ML. Safe service live load. Next, number 5. If the beam is 5 meters long with a total service dead load moment of 96 kilonewton meter, find the maximum concentrated service live load acting at the midspan that can be supported by the beam. Use 2010 or same lang po siya kay 2015 NSCP. So kay number 5, binigyan po tayo ng situation or span. Simply supported po daw. Yung ating span is 5 meters. Then meron tayong uniformly distributed load galing sa ating dead load. Automatic po yan, no? Then, ano po daw yung safe na ilalagay natin sa gitna na point load na live load? So, yung hinahanap dito is PL. Okay na, na-set up na po natin. So, let us start with our first example for beam investigation. So, first thing, raw balance po yung pinapahanap, saktong-sakto, binigyan po tayo ng formula kanina. Raw balance is equivalent to 0.85 FC prime divided by Fy multiplied by beta 1 times 600 divided by 600 plus Fy. Substitute po natin yung mga given. 0.85 times 21. Fy is 275. Beta 1 po natin based on our checking. Check natin. Beta 1 is 0.85 kapag yung ating Fc prime is less than 28. And upon checking, yung Fc prime natin is equivalent to 21. So, less than 28 siya. So, diretso, 0.85 po yung ating beta 1. Then, dugtungan natin, 600 divided by 600 plus 275. Ayan, paki-calculator po, what is our raw balance? Yes, that's correct. That is 0.03783. That is our final answer. Ayan, 1 point. Diretso formula. Next, number 2. Ano yung hinahanap? Yung ating MN. So, dadaan po muna tayo kay raw actual and we need to compare that to our raw balance kung tension control ba or hindi. So, raw actual is equivalent to AS over BD. Itong technique yung gagamitin ko. No? AS po natin is binigay. Area of steel is 4.25 pi. Diameter ng 4 na bakal is 25 squared. Then, i-divide po natin siya kay base 250 and depth na 400. So, what is our raw actual? Again na, ito po yung formula natin kasi binigyan na tayo ng AS. Hindi na po ito yung gagamitin. Okay, so what is our raw actual? Correct, that is 0.01963. And i-compare natin kay raw balance. Raw actual is less than, no? Mas maliit po siya kay raw balance. Ibig sabihin po, that is tension control. Ayan, ito yung nilagay natin kanina, no? Pag less than tension control, ibig sabihin yung ating gagamitin na Fs is Fy. So next, kapag nakuha na natin or na-test na natin na kung ano yung dapat na gamitin na Fs, so i-compare na po natin siya. Andito na po tayo sa step 1. That is C is equivalent to T. C equals T. So, C po natin, ayan, ilagay natin. C equals T. C natin is 0.85 FC prime A times B. Ang T po natin is AS Fs, pero napatunayan natin dito na ang gagamitin is Fy. So, substitute 0.85 21 A 400 AS is kailangan siya, no? Pwede pa calculator class. Ito. Kunin lang po muna natin si AS na nakaseparate para hindi po tayo pabalik-balik ng pag-solve kay AS. What is 4 times 0.25 pi times 25 squared? Dito. Para dire-diretso tayo, no? Kasi pabalik-balik siya. In terms of pi, what is our AS? Palagi siyang ginagamit eh. So, i-compute na lang natin na nakaseparate yung kaniyang value. Yes, ayan, balik tayo. Ayan, so AS is computed, that is 625 pi. Then, andito is 625 pi. So, yan po siya, yung sagot. Do, andito na po tayo sa ilalim. 0.85 times 21 times A. Yes, that's correct. Hindi po siya 400 yung B, that is 250. AS. Ayan. So, yan yung pinapakompute ko sa inyo kanina. The 625 pi times Fy. That is 275. So, paki-shift solve po, what is our A? Sa ROAC, good sir, dili to pwede gamiton to na IRN. Yes, pwede po yun. Sabi natin kanina, we have two techniques. Pwede tong eto na technique, pwede din tong naka-RN na technique. So, eto lang po yung pinili ko na technique. You can try. Dapat po same lang sila ng sagot. So, pag shift solve, yes po, yung sagot natin is 121 millimeters. Tama? Pwedeng humabol kahit na sulat na natin. Okay, proceed po tayo. Yung hinahanap po is MN. Saktong-sakto, meron na po tayong A. So, pwede natin gamitin si C times lever arm or T times lever arm. Etong T yung gagamitin ko. So, Mn is equivalent to T times lever arm, D minus A over 2. So, Mn is equivalent to AS Fs, pero upon checking, Fy po yung gagamitin natin, times D A over 2. So, substitute po natin. Si calculator po, AS natin is 625 pi. Fy is 275. D is 400. A is 121 over 2. So, what is our Mn, which is our answer for number 2? I-divide na lang po. Pakidagdagan lang po. Kasi yung labas dito is ano pa siya, Newton millimeter. So, yung sagot mo dyan sa calculator mo, i-divide mo lang po ng 1,000 squared para yung sagot natin for Mn is kilonewton meter. Yes, dagdagan lang po ng divided by 1,000 squared. Ayan, that's correct. 183.317 kilonewton meter. That is our final answer. Okay, proceed tayo sa ating next page. Again, just type po sa ating chat box if you have any concerns, clarifications, or corrections. So, next, number 3. Ano ba yung hinahanap natin? Flexural strength, MU. So, that is number 3. MU po natin is napakasimple, phi times Mn. Ang problema po, hindi natin alam yung phi na gagamitin. Diba? Hindi naman din binigay sa atin. So, we need to check. So, pwede natin i-check yung epsilon. Pag lalampas siya sa 0.005, so 0.005 siya. Hindi kasi pwedeng lumampas. So, kapag 0.005 yung ating epsilon, so phi natin na partner niya is 0.9. So, pwede natin doon pang-check. So, C is equivalent to alpha over beta 1. Yan yung ating formula kanina. Galing lang din po yan kay alpha equals beta 1 times C. Which is, sa ating singly reinforced beam na topic, meron po tayong formula ni C, di ba? Ang formula ni C is 0.003 D total, or pag isang layer lang, D effective, divided by 0.003 plus 0.005. or hindi binigay. So epsilon. Or epsilon t for exact. Or E. Same lang yan, no? That is just a variable. So substitute po natin, nakakuha na po tayo ng A kanina. This is our height of our compression block. That is 1 to 1. And upon checking, beta 1 po natin is 0.85. Then 0.003. Effective depth po natin is 400. Drawing natin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 400. Ayan. 1, 2. So, 400 divided by 0.003 plus epsilon. So, paki-shift solve po. What is our epsilon? Okay, so that is equivalent to 0.00543. So upon checking, lumampas po siya sa maximum natin na epsilon, which is 0.005. So clearly, this is tension control. So kapag tension control, ibig sabihin po, hindi naman pwedeng lumampas ng 0.005. So, yung partner ni 0.005 na epsilon is 0.9 na phi. So, therefore, makukuha na natin si mu, that is 0.9 times our mn kanina, 183.317. So, what is our mu? Yes, our answer is 164.985. That is in kilonewton meter. Final answer. So, ang kaibahan lang, no, kapag investigation is may mga checking tayong ginagawa para sa mga values na dapat gamitin. Okay, next, number 4. Sa number 4 naman, class, yung pinapahanap po sa atin is maximum na live load based on our MU na nakuha. So, MU is equivalent to 1.2 dead load, na moment kay dead load, plus 1.6 moment galing kay live load. So, nakuha na po natin, MU is 164.985 equals 1.2. Moment ni dead load is binigay, 96. Plus 1.6 moment ni live load. So, paki-shift solve what is our moment in live load. Ayan, that's correct. That is 31.116 kilonewton meter. This will be our final answer. Yun. Number 5. Kapag meron po daw tayong or yung ina-analyze po daw natin is a simply supported beam na may length na 5 meters. Ayan. Siyempre, meron po tayong dead load na uniformly distributed load. And dadagdagan po daw natin ng PL sa gitna. So, hindi po uniformly distributed load yung live load na request niya. Ang gusto po niya na live load is point load. So, kapag may moment na 31.166, moment for our live load is 31.166, ano po yung formula ng ating maximum moment kapag point load yung ating load? Sa statics, sa mechanics, or sa ating theory of structures? Ano yung formula po natin? Yes, anyone? Pag may point load sa gitna, ating maximum moment is, ayan, WL squared over 8 po kapag uniformly distributed. Pero kapag point load, that is correct, that is PL over 4. So, since yung hinahanap naman natin is yung point load na live load, so PL over 4 po yung gagamitin natin. So, nakuha na po natin 31.116 equals P live load. Length po natin is 5 meters divided by 4. So, what is our P live load? Ayan, that's correct. 24.893 kilonewton. This is our final answer. Okay, proceed po tayo kay number 2. Investigation pa rin po to. A reinforced concrete beam is 300 mm wide with an effective depth of 400 mm. Use Fc prime is equivalent to 21 megapascal and Fy is equivalent to 415 megapascal. The section is reinforced with 528 mm bars. So, again, investigation, binigyan tayo kaagad ng tension bars na 5 sa ilalim. Effective depth is 400. Base natin is 300. Ayan, number 1, ano yung hinahanap? Determine the stress in tension steel. So, pag stress in tension steel, that is our Fs. Diba? Pero hindi lang po siya halata kasi mostly ginagamit natin is Fy. Pero kapag i-check mo po yan, yung eksakto talaga, lalo na kapag hindi siya tension control, Fs talaga yung gagamitin. Mostly lang po lumalampas sa Fy, so that's why Fy yung ginagamit natin. So yan po yung tinatawag na tension steel na stress. Number 2, determine the total tensile force. So ibig sabihin ng total tensile force, yung ating Fs, i-multiply lang po natin kay area ni steel sa ating tension na side. So, ASFS. Dito sa figure natin, ito po siya, AS times Fy. So, again, specific po kapag Fs. Okay, next. Calculate the nominal flexural strength of the section. Kapag nominal flexural strength, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, ang hinahanap is Mn. Okay, let's proceed with our steps. So first thing, syempre, solve po muna natin yung value ni Fs. So paano po siya kukunin? So same kanina, yung first step po natin, dadaan tayo kay rho actual. So that is equivalent to area ng steel divided by BD. Diba? Kasi binigay naman din po yung area ng steel, yung AS. So, kunin po muna natin. We have apat na 0.25 times pi 28 squared. Correction, 5 pala. 5 compression side na steel. So, what is our AS in terms of pi? Ayan, that's correct. That is 980 pi. So, ilagay po natin dito, 980 pi divided by our base, which is 300, multiplied by our depth, 400. So, ano po yung ating rho actual? 5 decimal places. Yes, that is 0.02566. Ayan. So, dadaanin po natin siya sa formula natin na rho actual. Again, nasa investigation po tayo. Ito po yung rho actual natin. Ito. Pwede itong gamitin, pero palitan lang po natin, no? Imbis na Fy is Fs. Saan yung pwede natin gamitin dito? Ito. Yung rho balance, imbis na Fy, Fs, tsaka Fs. Pwede itong ito na formula for rho actual. So that is 0.85 Fc prime divided by, again, actual kasi, so Fs, hindi siya Fy. Beta 1 multiplied by 600 divided by 600 plus Fs. So, substitute po natin, rho actual na nakuha natin is 0.02566 equals 0.85. Fc prime po natin is 21. Fs is yung hinahanap. Beta 1, check natin. Beta 1 is 0.85 kapag yung ating Fc prime is less than 28 megapascal. And upon checking, Fc prime po natin is equivalent to 21. So, tama. 0.85. 600 over 600 plus Fs. So, paki-shift solve po. Ano yung ating stress in tension steel? Paki-confirm po. Is that correct? Yes, that is 366.914. That is MPa. So, syempre, compare po natin sa existing na Fy and upon our comparison, mas maliit po siya kay Fy, which is 415. So, ibig sabihin, hindi po siya tension control, no? Hindi siya kagaya nito. So, Fs talaga yung gagamitin natin, hindi Fy. Okay, so for number 2, eto na po yung sagot natin. So, proceed tayo kay number 2. So, since hindi po siya tension control, T is equivalent to AS times Fs, hindi po siya AS times Fy. So, T is equivalent to AS natin is 980 pi. Fs natin is 366.914 megapascal. So, ang labas po nito is naka-Newton. I-divide ko na lang po siya kaagad ng 1,000 para maging kilonewton yung sagot natin. So, what is our T? Yung ating tension, stress, ginawa lang po nating tensile force. Ayan, that is 1129.640 kilonewton. So this will be our final answer. So, proceed tayo. Next one, kay number 3, lagay, no? Kasya naman din po siya. Nominal, MN. So, yung kailangan po natin kay MN, pwede tayong mag-C times lever arm. Pwede din tayong mag-T times lever arm. So, yung lever arm natin is D minus A over 2. Ang problema po, wala pa po tayong A. So, before tayo mag-moment, mas maganda, solve po muna natin si A. So, anong relationship yung may A? Eto, no, pwede natin itong gawin, equilibrium equation. C is equivalent to T kasi may A siya sa formula. So, pwede natin siyang i-shift solve. Ayan. So, kumbaga, etong step na to yung gagamitin natin. So, C equals T. C natin is 0.85 times FC prime times A times B. T natin is AS times FS, which is may sagot na tayo kanina. So 0.85, FC prime is 21, A yung hinahanap, B is 300. So T natin is 1,129, but again, this is naka-Newton and mm. So ibabalik natin siya sa original. That is 1129.640. Gawin po natin siyang Newton. So times 1,000. So what is our A? 210.951 millimeters. Ayan. So meron na po tayong A. Pwede na po natin siyang i-multiply, no, sa ating T para makuha si MN. So T or MN is equivalent to T times lever arm D minus A over 2. Again po, dito siya galing sa figure na to. Force times lever arm. So substitute po natin. T is 1129.640. So, ginawa natin kilonewton ulit. D is 400 minus 210.951 divided by 2. So, yung sagot dito, i-divide mo lang po sa 1,000 kasi ito is kilonewton, ito is millimeter. So, i-divide natin ng 1,000 para kilonewton meter. So, what is our nominal flexural strength? Yes, that's correct. That is 332.707 kilonewton meter. Final answer. Ayan, save po natin. Again po, if you have any questions, just type it in our chat box. Okay, proceed po tayo to our third example. So a 4-meter reinforced concrete beam, cantilever beam, has a width of 300 mm and a total depth of 560 millimeters with an effective depth of 490 millimeters. So, hindi po yan redundant ha. Total depth is total height. Effective depth is papunta sa gitna ng ating bottom bars. It is reinforced with 5 28 mm diameter tension bars. Ayan, clearly investigation siya kasi binigyan tayo kaagad ng number of rebars sa tension side. FC prime is 30 megapascal and Fy is 415 megapascal. In addition to live load and its own weight, the beam carries a 150 mm thick concrete slab with a tributary width of 4 meters. So the unit weight of concrete is 24 kilonewton meter cube. Use NSCP 2010, or that is just the same with 2015 NSCP. So drawing po muna natin. So kapag ito yung beam po natin, nag-carry po daw siya ng 150 mm thick. So same po yung top ng beam natin sa top of our slab. Kumbaga parang ginawa po niyang monolithic. Ayan. So ang total na kinikerry niya is 4 meters. Ayan po yung representation. So mamaya, idodrawing natin siya na specific talaga. So ang side view niya is cantilever. Ayan. Ito po yung beam natin. Then nag-carry siya ng slab. Pero ito yung ating side view. 4 meters. Side view. Ito yung ating cross-sectional view. Cross-sectional. Cross-section na lang. Ayan. So, yung thickness ng ating slab is 0.15 or 150. Yung height ng ating beam is 560. So, same po sila ng top ha. Parang naka-monolithic po siya. So, drawing po natin specifically for our beam. Separate ko lang po. So, dalawa by default yung ating rebar sa taas. Sa ilalim is 5. Ayan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Effective depth is 490. Total depth is 560. And then, yung ating base is 300 meters. 300 millimeters. Laki naman, no? 300 meters. Okay, proceed tayo. Number 1, determine the net tensile strain in the extreme tension steel. So, yung pinapahanap is tensile strain. Kapag strain, that is our epsilon T. Next, determine the value of the neutral axis. So, kapag neutral axis, that is from the top of your beam papunta sa ating gitna. That is our C. 2, effective depth ratio. So, effective depth, ito yung 490, di ba? That is our D. So, yung pinapahanap kay number 2 is si C divided by D. No, ratio. Ratio is divide, C over D. Number 3 po, ang pinapahanap is strength reduction factor. That is our phi. Determine the value of our strength reduction factor for determining the design flexural strength. Diba? Pinapahanap si epsilon. Si epsilon is my partner na phi. Number 4, calculate the design moment capacity of the beam. That is MU. And last one, that find the maximum uniform service live load acting over the entire span that can be supported by the beam. So, ML, same kanina. Pero, uniformly distributed load. So, hindi na po siya moment, W na siya, WL. So, from 2010 NSCP or 2015, that is just the same. Yung relationship po daw ng ating epsilon tsaka phi is, tawag dito, nakalinear, sabi niya. For sections in which the net tensile strain, ET, is between the limits for compression-controlled and tension-controlled sections, phi shall be permitted to be linearly. Yan po yung sabi ko kanina. linear po yung ating relationship ni phi tsaka ni epsilon. Ito. So, minimum is 0.002, 0.65, maximum is 0.005, and 0.9. So, kapag nasa gitna, linear lang po yung pag-solve. Pwede gamitan ng calculator na interpolation. Yan lang yung gusto niyang ipahiwatig dyan. So, sulat siguro natin, sabi niya, epsilon 005, phi is 0.9. Kapag epsilon is 0.002, phi is 0.65. Okay, start tayo. Number 1, again, yung hinahanap is epsilon t. So, mag-discarte po tayo dito. Ang problema, we are lacking of given. So, kapag ganito class na pinapahanap si epsilon, pwede po tayo munang mag-assume. So, mag-assume tayo, then i-check natin kung tama ba yung assumption natin. So, I will assume that tension still will yield. Ibig sabihin po, class, kapag tension still will yield, di ba kanina, that is Fs is equivalent to Fy. Pero assumption lang po yan. We need to check kung tama ba yung assumption natin. So, coming from our diagram, C is equivalent to T. Ito po. Di ba? Ang formula po niyan is T equals ASFY. Ay, ASFS. Kapag specific. Pag tension yield, Fs is equivalent to Fy. If. So, nag-assume po muna tayo. So, C equals T. C natin is 0.85. Fc prime times A times B. T natin is AS. And again, assumption po muna, Fy is Fs. So, paki-shift solve po, 0.85 Fc prime is 30. Times A times B, 490, equals AS. Ano yung AS natin dito? Solve muna natin. Paki-calculator po. Given 5, 0.25, pi, diameter is 28 squared. So, ito po muna yung uunahin natin. What is our AS? What is our area of steel? Yes, that's correct. 980 pi. So, substitute natin dito kay AS, 980 pi. And then, nag-assume tayo na steel yield. So, Fy is 415. So, how about this one po? Paki-shift solve, what is our A? B is 300 po, sir. Okay, that's a good correction. Base is 300. Yes, that is 167.018 yung ating height of compression block. Tandaan ninyo ha, minsan hinahanap yan. What is the height of the compression block? A lang pala. Next, yung ating beta 1. If Fc prime is lesser than 28, beta 1 is 0.85. But based on our given, Fc prime po natin is greater than 30 siya. So, yung formula natin kay beta 1, yung mataas, no? 0.85 minus, andito ba sa module na to? Hindi ko nalagay. Nasa singly natin na module, that is 0.85 minus 0.05 over 7 times FC prime minus 28. Ayan. So, solve po natin si beta 1, 0.85 minus 0.05 divided by 7. 30 minus 28. What is our beta 1? Yes, that is 0.836. Ayan, kompleto na. Meron na tayong beta 1, meron na tayong A. Proceed naman tayo kay C. 'Di ba? Ang goal natin ano-ano na yung sinosolve natin. Ang goal natin is epsilon. So, ang epsilon natin na formula is shift solve natin galing kay C. Pero before natin makuha si C, kukunin po muna natin si A. That's why inuna natin si A. So, C equals A over beta 1. Diba? Galing lang po yan sa formula na A is equivalent to beta 1 times C. So, that is equivalent to 167.018 divided by beta 1. Idiretso ko na lang siguro, class. Dalawa po yung formula ni C. Diretso ko na lang shift solve, C is equivalent to A over beta 1, and based sa ating one ways or sa ating singly na formula, C is also 0.003 D divided by 0.003 plus epsilon T. 'Di ba? Dalawa yung formula niya. Galing kay A na formula and galing kay singly. So, i-substitute ko lang po dito lahat, paki-shift solve. Makukuha natin si epsilon T. A po natin is 167.018. Beta 1 natin is 0.836. 0.003. Depth natin na effective is 490. Divided by 0.003 plus epsilon T. Shift solve. What is our epsilon T? Yes, that is 0.00436, which is greater than, pero ito naman din yung hinahanap, pero kapag i-analyze lang po natin, mas malaki po siya kay epsilon na minimum, which is 0.002. Ibig sabihin po niyan is still yields. So, kumbaga, nasa transition siya na zone. Wala lang. No? Hindi naman din siya hinahanap. Lagyan lang natin, still yields. Andito po siya sa ating gitna, sa ating diagram. Transition zone. So, yan yung sagot natin. ET is 0.00436. Yes, proceed po tayo kay number 3. Kay number 3 po, yung hinahanap po natin is si phi. So, I think naka-example na po tayo nito last time, no? Kay singly. Pag nasa gitna yung ating epsilon, gagamitan po natin siya ng calculator para makuha. Pero before that, number 2 pala, yung hinahanap is C over D. So, comply lang po natin for number 2. That is C over D. Nakuha na po natin yung C natin kanina. Wala. Ito yung C natin. Kukunin ko po muna, Nagdiretso pala tayo, no? C equals, ayun, 167 over 167, lagay ko muna, A over beta. 1. 167.018. Beta 1 is 0.836. Diretso po yung ginawa ko kanina, pero again, kukunin pa rin din po siya. So, sige lang. Kunin lang natin. What is our C class? Ayan, that's correct. 199.782. So, that is C divided by D. 199.782 divided by effective depth is 490. So, what is our C over D? Ayan, 0.408. Final answer. Next, proceed po tayo kay number 3. Again, gagamit po tayo ng interpolation. Saan yung mga calculators ninyo? Paki-practice po. Mode 3.2. That is statistics linear. So, ang lalabas po sa calculator is X. Ituturing po natin siya na si epsilon t. And si Y, ituturing po natin siya as phi. Sir, what if baliktad? Okay lang po, basta consistent ka lang sa i-input mo. So, based po sa ating data, maximum natin na epsilon is 0.005. Partner po niya is 0.90. Ang minimum is 0.002. Partner po niya na phi is 0.65. So, ang hahanapin po natin is epsilon t. Wag po itong input ha. Ito lang po yung input. 0.00436. So, ano yung phi na makukuha natin? So, pagkatapos mo itong i-type, press AC. And then, pag Canon yung calculator or Casio ba yun? Nasa statistics. Hanapin ang stat. Then, regression. Then, hanapin si Y hat. Kasi Y na value yung hinahanap. Tapos, type mo lang 0.00436 Y hat. Then, equals, what is our phi? What is our answer? Ayan, sabayan ko po kayo. Ayan, so again, sundan natin yung ating steps. Mode 3.2 for linear. X natin is epsilon, 0.005, 0.002. Y po natin is our phi, 0.9 and 0.65. Pagkatapos i-type, wag na wag nyong i-press si on kasi mawawala yung data natin. Dapat AC lang yung i-press. So, na-save na po yan siya sa ating calculator. Press Shift, Stat. Hanapin si regression. Yung hinahanap po natin is value ni Y, so Y hat. Then, ang value ni X is 0.00436 equals. What is our phi? Yes, that is correct. Tingnan natin. Equals. That is 0.847. That's correct. 0.847. This will be our final answer for number 3. Okay, next, number 4. Ano naman din yung hinahanap sa kanya? Calculate our MU. Oy, saktong-sakto, no? MU, dadaanin po natin kay MN. MN, dadaanin naman din natin sa ating force times lever arm. So, pwedeng ito yung gagamitin natin, tension times lever arm. Tension is ASFS, di ba? Pero dito, based on our computation, lumampas po siya kay 0.9 or 0.005. Ibig sabihin, yung Fs na gagamitin natin dito kay number 3 is yung Fy talaga. Yung 415. Tension steel yields. Ito pala, lumampas ng 0.002. So, steel yields. So, lagay natin, Mn is equivalent to T times our lever arm, D minus A over 2. So, Mn is equivalent to ASFy times D minus A over 2. So, input lang po natin lahat. Area ng steel, nakaseparate yun kanina, 980 pi. Fy natin is 415. Depth natin is 490 minus 167.018 na A. Ito, nasa taas. Ito siya. Ito. Divided by 2. So, para yung sagot natin is kilonewton meter, i-multiply po natin, or baliktad, i-divide pala. I-divide natin yung sagot dito by 1,000 squared. Para si Newton maging kilonewton, si millimeter maging meters. Yes, that is 519.368. That is kilonewton meter. Next, yung ating MU. Saktong-sakto, nakuha na po natin yung phi. Diba? MU is phi times MN. So, phi is 0.847 times MN, 519.368. What is our MU? 439.905. That's correct. 439.905 kilonewton meter. Final answer. Ayan. Okay, next. Proceed tayo sa last na hinahanap sa problem na to. Ano po daw yung ating W live load? So again, i-drawing natin yung situation for our number 5. Kumbaga, pag side view, ang support po natin is cantilever. Ayan, meron tayong uniformly distributed load. Ayan. Total length natin is 4 meters. Ayan. Ito yung WU natin. Diba? So, proceed tayo. Paano po kukunin yung ating MU or moment from our support? Diba? Pwede ninyong i-memorize. Pwede naman din galing sa ating figure na nandito. Gagawin nating point load yung WU. So, WU times our length. Diba? This is our length. Multiplied by our lever arm. Saan po yung ating center of gravity? Nasa gitna. This is our L over 2. Ayan. Ito yung side view natin. So, WL times L over 2, or pag memorize mo yung formula, WUL squared over 2. So, since nakuha na po natin yung MU kanina, MU po natin is 439.905 equals WU yung hinahanap. Specifically is si WL. So, mamaya na. WU lang po muna. Ayan. So, what is our WU? Yes, that's correct. 54.988 kilonewton meter. Ayan. So, syempre, U natin is 54.988 pero yung hinahanap po natin class is WL. So, yung dead load, yung problema natin na area, multiplied natin kay weight density of concrete, 24 kilonewton per meter cube. So, drawing natin yung cross-section. Actually, na-drawing na natin to kanina. Drawing na natin ulit. Andito siya. Ayan, eto siya. Pero mas i-detail po natin. So, eto siya. Ito yung slab na nakapatong sa ating beam. Ito yung beam natin. So, yung height ng slab po natin is 0.15 or 150 millimeters. Yung total height po ng beam natin is 0.56 or 560 millimeters. So, 0.56 minus 0.15, yung naiwan na lang po sa baba ng beam natin na exposed, that is 0.41. Tama naman siguro, no? Then, yung total length ng ating slab is 4 meters. Ayan, then ang base ng ating beam is 0.3. Okay, let's start. So dito po, that is WU is equivalent to 1.2 W ng dead load plus 1.6 W ng live load. So WU natin is 54.988. Paghahatian po yan ni dead load tsaka live load. So kay dead load, 1.2, di ba? Para maging kilonewton meter, yung ating weight density na kilonewton per meter cube, i-multiply po natin sa area ng ating slab and beam. Madali lang yan. First one is area ng slab. That is 0.15 na thickness times our length is 4. Plus, area ng ating beam, di ba? Redundant kapag isasali mo to. So that's why pinutol ko sa ilalim. That is 0.41 times 0.3. Kita ninyo, ito na part. Ito. Kasi naka-monolithic kasi siya. Ayan. So that is multiplied by 24. Kasi 24 kilonewton per meter cube yung ating weight density or unit weight ng concrete. Plus, dudugtungan natin 1.6. Hinahanap is WL. So paki-shift solve po what is our WL. Ayan, 21.354. That will be our final answer, kilonewton per meter. Ayan po. Save natin. So again, if you have any questions, pakitype po sa ating chat box. If wala naman po, proceed tayo sa ating last problem for today and our last problem for our prelim. Siguro mga 30 to 45 minutes to. So, ayaw mo, papas mo. Kaon lang mo diya. Para ugma. Dire-diretso na, no? Hindi na tayo mag-meet bukas. Okay na? Dire-diretso na to, no? So, for our problem number 4, given data of a concrete beam, beam width is 300 millimeters. So, drawing ko na lang po siya kaagad. Effective depth is 500 mm. Then, based dito sa ilalim, no? Drawing ko na lang siya kaagad. 4 po daw yung binigay na number of bars. Concrete strength is 27 MPa. Steel yield strength Fy is 415. Beam has dalawang 25 sa taas. Compression side having an effective cover of 60 millimeters. If said bars are found necessary to resist the load, the effect of the concrete displaced by said reinforcement shall not be neglected. So, nag-instruct po siya, no? Not be neglected daw. Then, 2015/2010 na NSCP yung gagamitin. Number 1, what is the design moment capacity? So, ang hinahanap po natin is MN. If the tension steel is 4 na 28 mm placed in one layer only. So, ipaprocess po natin siya. Kukunin po natin si raw actual. Iko-compare natin kay raw max. Kapag mas maliit si raw actual kay raw max, this is singly reinforced beam. Pero kapag greater than, doble siya. So, pabaliktad po yung process natin. Okay, let's start. First thing, syempre binigay yung number of bars sa ilalim, makukuha po natin kaagad si AS. That is 4 na 0.25 pi 4 na 28 mm squared. What is the area of our steel? Yes, that is correct. 784 pi. Proceed tayo. Binigyan din po tayo kaagad ng AS prime, no? Yung sa taas na bakal. For compression, dalawang 0.25 pi 28 squared. So what is our AS prime? A fraction lang in terms of pi. .392 or I think that is 392.5 or 625 masakto over 2 pi. Ayan. So meron na tayong AS prime. Again, uunahin po natin si raw actual para ma-compare natin kay raw maximum para malaman kung one way ba siya or singly ba siya or doubly. So AS actual divided by BD. AS po natin is 784 pi divided by our base 300 and our depth 500. So what is our rho actual in 5 decimal places? 0.01642. 0.01642. Correct. Next, i-compare po natin siya kay rho maximum for singly reinforced beam. So again, pag rho maximum yung gagamitin natin, yung 3/8, no? Para maximum talaga, 0.85. Sinabi naman din yun, no, steel yield strength. Ayan. So, FC prime over Fy times beta 1 times 3/8. dt over d, pero sabi niya one layer lang po. So, d lang siya. Or cancel out na siya. So, substitute po natin rho maximum for our single reinforced beam is 0.8527 over Fy 415. Upon inspection, beta 1 po natin is 0.85 kasi yung FC prime natin is less than 28, which is 27. So, ilagay natin dito times 0.85 times 3/8. So, paki-calculator po, what is our rho maximum singly reinforced beam? 0.1763. Ang bilis. 0.01763. So, compare po natin, rho actual is lesser than, mas maliit po siya kay rho maximum for singly reinforced beam. So, paki-type po, is this singly reinforced beam or doubly reinforced beam? Ayan. Kapag mas maliit si ROAC kay ROMAX, so hindi po siya aabot na kailangan natin ng karagdagang bakal, di ba? Pag lumampas. So this is singly reinforced beam. Then automatic po kapag ganyan, this is also steel yields. So ang gagamitin po natin na phi is 0.9. Ayan, proceed po tayo. So, yung hinahanap is MN. Based on our figure, kapag singly, wala na po itong nasa right side na figure. Focus tayo sa ating, yung center na figure. MN is just equivalent to T1 or T times our lever arm. Pero ang problema, wala pa po tayong A for our lever arm. So, C equals T po muna tayo para makuha si A. Sige, unahin natin si A. That is C equals T. C is 0.85. FC prime A times B equals AS times Fy. 0.85, FC prime is 27, A yung hinahanap, B is 300. Paki-shift solve po. AS natin is 784 pi. Fy is 415. So, what is our A? Yan, that's correct. 148.460 millimeters. So, meron na tayong A. Pwede na nating kunin yung ating MU. MN, no? MN naman yung hinahanap. Design moment. Hindi pala. MU. This is MU. MU. Ayan. So, MU, based on our formula, is phi times MN. So, yung MN po natin dito, di ba? Ito, MN man to. Itong formula na to, na times lever arm. Dadagdagan lang natin ng phi para diretso na yung sagot natin. So, phi, di ba? Times our T multiplied by its lever arm, D minus A over 2. Again, yung formula po natin kay MN is T times D minus A over 2. Dinagdagan ko lang po ng phi. Dinagdagan ko po lang ng phi para diretso tayo kay MU. So, 0.9 T is ASFY. D minus A over 2. So, substitute po natin lahat. MU is equivalent to 0.9784 pi. 415. 500 minus 148.46 divided by 2. So, para po diretsyo na yung sagot natin is kilonewton meter. So, eto po lahat. Or pwede mong pindutin yung equals. Pagkatapos, yung sagot na lalabas, i-divide mo lang po ng 1,000 squared. Para diretsyo, kilonewton meter yung sagot natin. Yes, that's correct. 391.680 kilonewton meter. This will be our final answer. Ayan. Again, if you have any questions, pakitype lang po sa ating chat box. Proceed po tayo sa ating last na hinahanap. So, yung hinahanap po natin sa number 2 is same lang po, MU. Pero, dinagdagan. Ginawa pong 6 yung ating tension bars. Then, request po niya na 2 layers. So, common sense, tatlo-tatlo. So, dalawa na po yung ating depth na tinatawag. First one is yung ating effective depth. Effective depth, ibig sabihin sa gitna ng neutral axis ng ating bottom bars. That is 500. Then, meron po tayong tinatawag na DT. That is the depth of the center na bar sa bottom bars papunta sa topmost fiber. So, ito yung tinatawag na DT. 530. So, same pa rin sa taas, dalawang compression bars. Location natin is, binigay ba? 60. So, pansin po natin kanina kay number 1, hindi po natin nagamit yung AS prime na information kasi singly. Diba? Pag singly, hindi natin kailangan ng bars sa compression, pero syempre, nilalagyan pa rin for our stirrups. So, try natin ngayon kung magagamit ba siya or hindi. So, for our number 2, same po kanina, kukunin po muna natin first yung ating AS. So, ginawa po siyang 6 na 0.25 pi. Diameter is 28 squared. What is our AS? Same lang po na steps yung gagawin natin. First thing that we need to determine kung doble ba siya or singly by comparing our raw actual to our raw max for SRB. So that is 1176 pi. How about our AS prime? Same lang pa din kanina, no? So copy-paste ko lang yon. 2 times 0.25 pi 28 squared. That is 625. Same pa din kanina. Over 2 pi. Okay, next. Same po kanina. Syempre, kunin po natin si raw actual. Diba? So, lagay ko na lang dito. Raw actual is equivalent to AS natin na actual divided by BD. 1176 pi divided by our effective depth, yung gitna talaga ng ating 2 layers, 300. 300 ba? Base. Yung base is 300 times depth is 500. Yan. So, what is our raw actual? 0.02463. Okay, next, kukunin po natin yung raw maximum for singly reinforced beam. So, yung formula po niya is 0.85 FC prime over Fy multiplied by beta 1 times 3 over 8. Then, naka-double layer po tayo. So, dadagdagan natin yung formula ng dt over d. So, lagay po natin dito, 0.85 27 over 415. Beta 1 na gagamitin is, 0.85? Same kanina. Kasi yung ating Fy, ay Fc prime is lesser than 28. Then 3 over 8 para maximum talaga. dt is 530. D is 500. So, paki-calculator, what is our raw maximum for singly reinforced beam? Yes, that is 0.01868. So, by comparison po, yung raw actual natin is greater than our raw maximum for singly reinforced beam. So, paki-type sa ating chat box, is this singly reinforced beam or doubly reinforced beam? Very good. Marunong nang mag-determine, no? Or mag-identify. This is doubly reinforced beam since raw actual is greater than raw max. Diba? So, automatic po, diba? Na yung raw max, yan yung ating AS1. Diba? Ganyan yung situation natin. So, since DRB siya, medyo mataas po yung ating process para makuha yung ating MU. Kanina, singly, madali lang, no? Ito lang po yung figure natin. Hindi po kasali yung last figure dito sa right side. Pero since doble po siya, tatlo po yung ating AS. AS1, AS2, AS prime. Which is AS1 plus AS2 is our AS. So, medyo mataas. Proceed tayo kaagad para matapos na tayo. So, Continue ko lang, no? Number 2. Ang first na step natin is, kumbaga, hahanapin po natin yung value ng ating A. Ito yung process natin. Kunin natin si A, kunin natin si C, kunin natin si MN, then MU. Diba? So, start po tayo kay A. Paano natin kukunin si A dito? Dalawa na yung drawing, no? CC tsaka CCS. Pwede natin daanin doon. So, eto. Pwede po natin gamitin, ayan, CC tsaka CS. Then, T1 plus T2 is T. Since meron naman din tayong AS total na binigay. So, dito ko po siya idadaan. CC plus CS equals T. Or CC plus CS equals T1 plus T2. Since binigay naman yung total, so T na lang yan. So, dyan ako dadaan. CC plus CS equals T. So, CC natin is 0.85. Compression block to siya. FC prime, A times B. Plus CS natin is AS prime times FS prime minus 0.85 FC prime. Then T natin is yung total AS, di ba? Binigay naman kaagad times FY. So para ma-solve natin to, wala kasi tayong FS prime. We need first to assume. Di ba? Assume po natin, so i-check naman to mamaya, no? Compression, di ba? Compression si FS prime. Steel yields. Ibig sabihin, narating po niya yung kanyang limit. Ibig sabihin si FS prime is equivalent to our FY. Necessary po to para ma-solve kasi pag hindi mo to i-assume, wala. Hindi mo makukuha si FS prime. So, substitute natin lahat. Paki-shift solve po. 0.85 times FC prime, which is 27. Yung goal po muna natin dito is kunin yung ating A, height of our compression block. So, A times B, 300, plus AS prime, 625 over 2, times pi, FS prime. Again, FS prime is assumed as FY, so 415 minus 0.85 FC prime is 27 equals AS na total is 1176 pi times FY 415. Shift solve, what is the value of our A? Ayan, that's correct po. That is 166.787. So, since meron na tayong A, pwede na din po natin makuha si C, di ba? A is equivalent to beta 1 times C. So, pwede natin makuha si C. A divided by beta 1. So, A po natin is 166.787. Since our FC prime is less than 27, so automatic po, beta 1 is 0.85. So, what is our C? 196.22. Yan po, nakuha na po natin si A tsaka C. Siyempre, nag-assume lang po tayo kanina, so we need to go back. I-check natin kung steel yields ba talaga. So, paano siya kunin? yung formula ni Fs prime. Fs prime is equivalent to 600 times 1 minus d prime over c. Itong formula na to po is nasa doble natin na module. 'Di ba? Yung Fs prime, wala yata to dito sa taas. Paki-check lang po ng ating doble na module. Si Fs prime. So, i-check natin kasi nag-assume lang tayo kanina, 'di ba? So, that is equivalent to 600 multiplied by 1 minus d prime po natin is 60 divided by, nakuha na po natin si C, 196.22. So, what is the actual value of our Fs prime? Yan, that's correct. 416.532 megapascal. And by comparison, our Fs prime is 416.532, which is greater than, mas malaki, no? Kay Fy. So, ibig sabihin, pag greater than Fy, lumampas po siya. So, that is still yields. Totoo pala yung ating assumption. So, ang gagamitin po natin kasi lumampas na Fs prime is Fy. Okay. So, alam na natin na still yields. 'Di ba? So, pwede na po natin gamitin yung A tsaka C na nakuha natin. So, take note, ang hinahanap po natin is MU. Based on our diagram, this is doubly reinforced beam. Dalawa po yung moment natin, M1 and M2. M1 plus M2 is our MN. MN, i-multiply natin kay phi, that is our MU. So, yan yung ating gagawin na steps. Unahin po natin si M1. M1 is equivalent to, pwedeng CC times lever arm, pwede ding T times lever arm, pero wala po tayong value ni A1 kasi diretso po tayo AS total. Wala po tayong AS1 tsaka AS2. So, ang gagamitin ko na lang po kaagad is si CC times lever arm. So, for our M1, CC times D minus A over 2. CC na formula is 0.85 times FC prime times A times B multiplied by depth over or minus A over 2. Sakto, meron na tayong A dito. Substitute lang po natin 0.85 27 196.22 base 300 depth. Ano yung depth natin? 500, ano ba yan? Minus 196.22 divided by 2. Then, pwede mo siyang i-equals. Yung sagot po, i-divide natin ng 1,000 squared para diretsyo kilonewton meter. May konting correction lang po. Yung 196.22, that is not our A, yet that is our C. So, yung ating A po is 166.787. So, paki-change lang po. Yan, katabi kasi sila, 'di ba? AC. Kaya 196 yung nalagay ko. Yes, what is our M1? Ayan, that's correct. 478 0.401 kilonewton meter. Next, proceed po tayo kay M2. So again, we are avoiding our AS1 and AS2 kasi wala po tayong data sa kanya. So imbes na T2 times lever arm, ang gagawin po natin is CS times lever arm for our M2. So proceed tayo. CS times lever arm na D minus D prime. CS is AS prime times FS minus FS prime, no? Minus 0.85 FC prime times D minus D prime. And since still yields, ito po ang gagamitin natin is FY. So, M2 equals AS prime 625 over 2 pi 415 na FY 0.85 FC prime is 27. Effective depth is 500 minus effective depth sa itaas is 60. Then para diretsyo, same kanina, divide po siya ng 1,000 squared. What is our M2? Ayan, correct. That is 169.353 kilonewton meter. So for our last part, proceed po tayo sa next page. Mn po natin is M1 plus M2. So punin po muna natin yon. For our number 2, Mu is equivalent to Phi Mn. So unahin po muna natin si Mn. That is equivalent to M1 plus M2. Diba? So Mu, diretsyo na lang natin. That is Phi times M1 plus M2. Ang problema natin dito, class, is yung ating Phi. Hindi po dire-diretsyo na Phi is 0.9 plus ha. We need to check muna kung tension control ba siya or hindi. So, paano natin yan siya i-compare? Pwede natin i-compare yung A, pwede natin i-compare yung ating rho, pwede natin i-compare yung ating C. So, dito, ang gagawin ko, i-compare natin yung ating C. So, based po kanina sa solving, C actual po natin is 196.22. Ang gagawin ko, hahanapin ko yung aking C maximum for tension control. I-compare natin kay C actual. Okay ba? So, since epsilon maximum natin is 0.005 for tension control. So, yung Cmax po natin na formula is 3/8 multiplied by our dt. Diba? Saan po yan galing na formula, sir? So, again, C po natin is 0.003 dt divided by 0.003 plus epsilon. So, since epsilon max yung gagamitin natin for Cmax, so 0.003 over 0.003 plus 0.005, that is 3/8. Check natin ha. 3/8 multiplied by dt. Yung dt natin, yung nasa pinakailalim, 530. Paki-calculator po, class. What is our Cmax? Ayan, 198.75. So, i-compare po natin sa C actual. C actual po natin is less than our Cmax. Ibig sabihin, pag ganyan, no, baliktad, hindi po siya umabot. So, that is tension control. Ibig sabihin po ng tension control, therefore, ang gagamitin po natin na phi is 0.9. So, sa wakas, makukuha na natin si MU. That is 0.9 times M1 is 478.401 plus M2 is 169.353. So, what is our MU? Ayan, 582.979 kilonewton meter. This will be our final answer. So that's it, class, for our singly/doubly beam investigation. I hope that you have learned something, no,